You have been given a torch to light the way to your own self. But it is up to you to make use of it. And you can only light the way to your own self if you make a complete and full use of this light that you have been given, that has been entrusted in you. This life is this moment in which you are entrusted in lighting the way to your own reality, to your own glory, to your own joyful, blissful, ever wise, ever clear, ever compassionate self. So this moment of life, carrying this torch, should be appreciated dearly. No matter how life appears to you, no matter how difficult it may appear, make sure there is gratitude deep within, even for those difficulties. Because there is no greater glory than carrying this light. This light which is the light of all the universes. To realize its origin as your own reality. Can there be greater glory than this? So all those things that appear as difficulties in our life, what are they in contrast to this? Yes, they appear to be experienced strongly sometimes, yet seeing life in its true light, having the capacity to reflect the vastness of existence, of your existence, puts everything in the right proportion. Initially it is only an intuition, but you should know that whatever is possible, whatever is available at each and every moment for you is exactly as it should have been. So if it is only this little intuition, this tiny spark that you feel, that resonates as truth, you should cherish this very, very deeply and see that you turn this light into a greater one, that you turn this spark into fire. Life appears to us as this chain of happenings to the body-mind. The body is born, it grows, and goes through various experiences, and then it dies. And we seem to think that this is life, and that we are this body-mind, dependent on so many things, having so many problems. That life whispers its glory all the time as we dream this story of ourselves. It whispers. It's unimaginable. Beauty, magnificence. It invites us to take a full part, not as outsiders, caged in mind, caged in this identity as this body-mind, but to take full part of the most magnificence possible. And all throughout life, grace is here, through all our experiences, trying to awaken us to this realization. Our experiences of pain, of suffering, all those troubles that we feel, it is only to reflect that we are holding on to a wrong perception. It is just to allow us to recognize that we are falsely identifying ourselves. That this identity that suffers is not what we are. And each time we experience a contraction of this I, and discomfort, the suffering, emotional pain, it is a reflection of us taking boundaries which are not our own. It is those boundaries of this I that are hurting. They're clashing with something. And this clashing is reflecting the limitation of this I, constantly in conflict with something. So it is all an act of grace to help us recognize that we are holding on to false identity, and to encourage us to carry this torch of wisdom to reveal our true essence. in difficult moments, when you are moved by circumstances, try to remember this. Not only remember mentally, but feel it. Feel the truth of this. If you attune to this light, to the realization that life is this unimaginable magnificence, and it is not what you think, it is not what it appears to your senses and to your mind. If you allow it to resonate deeply within as truth, then you can raise this torch, this light of your own self, whenever you feel that you are being influenced heavily by circumstances, whenever difficulties of life appear to be very strong. This light will carry you through everything. It is the only light, and it is the light of your own self. It is not borrowed. This light is your very nature. Each time you raise this torch of wisdom, of truth, you have confidence in your own nature. You manifest this confidence, even if it is not fully recognized. Each time you raise this light, you become more and more confident of your ultimate nature. Trust nothing but this light. The knowledge that you have, whatever you think you know, is not what is. Whatever other people know is not what is. What is cannot be known. It can be only directly lived as your own self. It can never be captured by anything. No definition, no concept. Nothing can catch it. It is a living mystery, beyond any imagination, beyond any formulation, beyond ownership of any kind. If you trust this beyond all, you will find it more and more easy to let go of the notions of your mind. Because your mind is trying to create stability with knowledge. It is trying to create a circumstance in which you feel secure. But once you realize your true light, once you start to trust your nature, that which is beyond knowledge, beyond mind, then the necessity for the mind to create stability, security is slowly disappearing. There is simply no need for it anymore. And so mind becomes more and more quiet, more and more clear. And eventually it becomes a pure silent reflection of all that is, without adding a thing on its own. Whatever is available for you now, however this resonates within, nurture it, value it, cherish it. Your existence is one of magnificence, of beauty, of joy, of wisdom, of compassion and love. Everything else is just an appearance, a passing one, and one that is here also for your sake, so that you can use it to free yourself from the false, from the relative, and embrace your ultimate nature as your own.